Don't worry about it, baby.
Oh, your mouth is ready.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm calm.
I need to go. Ooh, I've got all my junk back here, Sean. Let me scoot over this way.
Listen, that's why I came on to make sure it only captured a certain amount of my
This is my workspace, honey. It'd be a lot on boxes everywhere.
Well, this is my bedroom, so it ain't boxes, but it's a couple of loads of clean clothes that ain't what they supposed to be, So it's all right. It's all right. It's okay.
So I'm just waiting on AG. I'm waiting on Wins.
Okay.
My cousin to come on. So hopefully they'll come on. How was your day?
Everything was good. How was your day?
It was cool. It was
So
cool.
listen, okay, we're gonna wait till everybody. So can we just talk about you doing this podcast thing? Not necessarily the live one, but like your consistency and doing it every week. So what made you finally get to that place?
Well, for me, and I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at the right. So tell me if I'm looking crazy. I'm trying to look in the camera. Cause you on your phone. You on your phone? Or
no, I'm on a laptop, but I'm looking down because that's what my laptop is, but my camera's like.
Okay, so my camera is this way. And so I'm trying to make sure I look that way.
So if you look that way, it's like you're looking in the camera. But now it's what you're looking at when you're looking that way.
You.
Okay.
So look at the other stuff on the screen too.
Okay.
But yeah, so and we'll wait till the other people come on so we can, formally introduce. Let me make sure that because I think we can add. Yeah, the other people just got to come on. I told them fools to just hit the That's me playing around with this.
Okay.
I told you it's my first time. I look at YouTube all the time. Like I don't really look at regular TV anymore.
Okay.
So YouTube, and I'm like, I'm finna do me one of these lives one day. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm talking to people I don't see, like, I don't see you often. You know what I'm saying? So it'll be good to talk to you and talk to everybody else and get to know new people or people to the chat.
Yeah. Network, branch out. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So as far as like the podcast, I was doing the magazine thing for a while. And then, with my grandmothers and everything, I was like, okay, this is a little bit too much. Let me just put a pause on that. And I just stopped it. I was kind of tired of it as well, too.
Okay.
So I just kind of stopped it. And then I was like, after years had passed, maybe like 2-3 years, I'm like, wait a minute, I'm naturally a creative person. So I was like, I have to have an outlet somewhere. Why not do a podcast? I do have opinions. Some people think I'm not a big talker, but I am.
Yeah, I mean, in the right situation. Yeah.
Right situation. Yeah. And so I was like, let me do a podcast. I think I have some good things to say. I think I have a sense of humor as well, a different type of sense of humor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let me just go ahead and do a podcast. And here we are.
Listen, kudos on your consistency. Because you say that's what really stops most people.
Right.
So you have to keep doing it. So
right.
Kudos. Okay, so we got our vices, the ones that we can have on camera. I got some Mentos,
I had thought about the podcast for quite some time. It took me like a whole year. Then I believe the pandemic came, and I was like, shoot, this is probably the perfect time for me
to. That's when everybody else blew up.
Right.
Really, yeah.
Like I was like, okay, let me stop procrastinating. So let me go ahead and buy my equipment and everything. And then I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and get this thing on started.
Okay. I'm trying to figure out not how to do it, because I have 36 ways to execute it. I just procrastinate.
Okay.
It's everything. It's every excuse. People start with a phone. Start with the phone. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Get on Instagram Live and
Listen, I used to be fake saying I was bashful. And so then I had to tell myself, nah, you speaking. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Here you go. Here you go. Don't do that. And then I'm saying, so when I'm saying if I get on live, I'm gonna be shy. Like this, like being in front of people.
Right.
So, so this for me, this is like a breakout to be on here because I needed to see how natural it really felt. You know what I mean? Okay.
Yeah.
We live.
Well, I'm glad I could, offer up this platform for you to go ahead and just get comfortable because, I know you and I know the stuff you be spitting out that mouth of yours.
Girl. People be like, I just need to follow you around and tape you. Let's not and say we did. Let's not. Yeah, back up.
Coincidentally, both of those guys from defense side football.
Oh, yeah.
What's going on?
Thompson High School. So Alabama has all of those connections.
What's going on with
you? Can you turn down what you listen to? I hear something else, a TV or something.
I see you put your wig on.
Shut up. So this is my guest co-host. He's not permanent yet. We got to iron out the kinks.
I got you. So this who we hear on the podcast?
Yeah, from Birmingham, Alabama. We went to college together, Alabama State University. Shout out to the Hornets.
That's where my baby thinking about going. We visiting on July 22nd.
Okay, y'all. But she need to go.
You need to stop thinking.
Definitely. So I'll definitely let you know after this, but she kind of leaning that way. I'm comfortable. It's 2 hours away. Straight shot. She don't have to get on but one exit to come home.
That's it. Oh.
Yeah. So,
it'll give her the feeling of being away from home, but not be too far. But she still
if I need to. So yeah. But so y'all might have a fellow alumnus.
Okay.
We'll take her.
Huh?
We'll take her. We'll take her.
And we'll take her, yeah.
Oh, you got it. Straight A student. So I know y'all don't mind it.
No.
Help us out.
Congratulations to her. I saw the video you put up with her. What is that? Is she a majorette or a dance girl?
On the dance team, it's kind of a combination, but
okay. What they call them, steppers or something like that, don't they?
Baby, listen. It's just the dance team. That's what I call it, baby. Let's keep that for real. Let's keep it,
Okay, let me see about let me text her. Let me see. We can actually start and she could just come in whenever she want to come in. And if anybody come through the chat or whatever, they could just hop in. Yeah. Bring your vices. I need to go get my drink, actually. But I'll be all right.
So what y'all was talking about before I came on?
She was just asking me, about the podcast, when I decided to go ahead and, get it started.
How's my volume?
Your volume is fine. Y'all so quiet. Y'all can talk. I'm just trying to text her.
We don't know what is a jump in, small talk.
Small talk.
So how did I look? Can you see my haircut?
Yeah. I can see your haircut.
We can see the beard when you sit. Yeah.
If you was back a little bit, we could probably see the whole top of your head.
Okay. I can move the camera back, but we ain't gonna worry about it. Y'all see it next time.
Right. Yeah, you're good right there.
Good right there.
I'm the one that feel like I'm too close up, but I'll figure this out by the time we do another live. So I just text her. So yeah. So anyway, for people that's tuning in, we have just been kind of shooting the shit till we got a couple of people in here. But I'm Ms. Bells. For anybody that is first tuning in to my YouTube channel here, and heard the beginning of our discussion with me and Renee, you kind of can hear a little bit about my background. However, I did go into more detail on the first episode of Straightforward with Ms.B on the podcast. So if you're on Spotify, Google, Audible, You can even listen to it here because I did upload the audio versions to all of the podcasts here on the YouTube channel as well. But you take a go in and check it out, learn a little bit more. And of course, as we do more lives, you'll get to learn about me and my guests as well, a little bit more as well. If you think you vibe with us and you know what I'm saying, you just kind of like what we bring in here, like we regular people. We'll try to mix in some young folks sometimes. We on a little bit on the older side, of things, but that's okay. We still hip. We still out of these streets sometimes. But yeah. So definitely, if you viewing us right now, tell your friends and family. You can share the YouTube link right now, so you can have people come join in. Thank you guys for, joining in and supporting us. So I did want to kind of start off with just you guys introducing yourselves. So for people who are watching and who will also watch the playback, because this will be now uploaded on YouTube once we're done. So people will have the opportunity for years to come back and watch this video. So introduce yourselves to let people. Now you ain't gonna be the only one that's not canned up.
I'm driving. Okay, one moment. Well, I'm actually at Chick-fil-A, but I stopped. Hi. Hello, everybody.
We're finna introduce. So Renee, you can go first. Just brief introduction. Remember, you guys. Oh, let me do some house rules first. I'm big on house.
Can I curse? Long as I can curse.
Oh yeah, smoke, curse, drink.
Damn, I should have had something.
Just can't get but naked here.
Okay.
So don't do that. I don't want to get my channel banned at all.
At all.
We won't block you from just getting started. Okay.
Yeah, let's get started before we get stopped.
Right. So yeah. What I was about to say, house rules. You guys, I do know personally, but don't say my real name on these streets, on these internet streets. Just call me Ms.B.
Okay.
Deal. I've been practicing that since last week. Like, hold on, because you know what I'm
right. When you just talking,
I ain't calling no name. AG and Wendy. Them the two people names I'm calling because that's all I know to call them. So
I can't even say your nickname. No.
Host.
Oh.
Host. Host.
Okay.
Host.
Okay.
Absolutely not. No, because I've been the victim of identity theft before. So ever since that happened to me, this was like around 2007, 2008. I had thousands stole from me from the bank and with somebody that worked in the bank. So that whole situation. So I'm very he's strict when it comes to just my real. If you Google me, you just Google me and you find out. But outside of that, just call me B.
We'll keep it on the low.
Right.
So what is your name?
B.
Oh.
And that B could stand for bitch.
Just B.
Okay, so Renee, go ahead.
So what's up, everybody? I am Renee. Pretty much probably invited to be on the podcast because I talk a lot of but the truth is in there too. So you can find me on social media. I actually am thinking of getting a podcast or some type of maybe in-person type group like rap sessions going on, but that'll be later on. Social media, I am she_so_player.
Okay.
Pretty much just know B from the hood. The host from the hood. So just here to talk about everybody minding their business.
Right.
Out here in these streets. So
right. All
glad
right.
to hear y'all.
And I'm Wendy. I'm a cousin of the host with the most. I am a therapist. I specialize in substance abuse. Love me some addicts. It's juicy. It's always juicy. It's always gossip. I like organizing disorganization. That's what I specialize in, helping the community, helping the youth. Love me some adolescents. They keep me young. Um, and I'm just here to have a good time and express how I feel. No social media. Thank you.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And it's nice to put a face with the name. What's up, AG? Co-host.
What's happening? I'm like I'm like one of the employees at the what you call it in places, the temporary service. I'm hoping I'm hoping to get hired on one day as the assistant host. I'm hoping to get hired on one day.
Okay, what else about yourself, man?
Oh, I'm just a regular old country guy down here, financial consultant. If you need any help with your taxes or your personal business, or even if you need some to get the credit repair, I'm there for you. And I can be reached at area code 205-440-2503.
Okay.
Yeah, Miss B. I know Miss B from school. We went to school together, hung together every day, mutual friends. And I was happy to help her out as she gets started. Whether I get hired on or not, I'm still here if she needs me.
That's right.
I don't know, Mr. AG. You might be a permanent fixture.
What you said?
Oh.
Mr. AG may be a permanent fixture. I get a laugh off of him every week.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have a lot. I have people that hit me up, be like, "AG is funny," even though he don't be saying much, and I be trying to get him to elaborate more, but
99% of the topics are her topics.
whatever.
Mine always get rejected, so
Oh, wow.
we're not gonna talk about that today.
No, we ain't gonna talk about that.
We ain't gonna talk about that today.
Okay, so I wanted to start off, with something. We start off lighthearted. We'll get to the heavy stuff, in a second. So, how did y'all feel about? And we talked about. We actually just recorded a short podcast because I didn't know, like I said, how this whole audio situation with this live was going to work. So I wanted to make sure we had a podcast in the stash, that could go up on tomorrow. But we talked about briefly on there the young girls. Speaking of the youth, the young girls that was seen in the restaurant, trashing the restaurant, assaulting the employees, all because they did not want to pay $1.75 for some sauce, some extra sauce. Did you guys get a chance to look at that?
I did not see that.
Oh, you got to see it. Matter, bring it up.
Where we can see it at?
I'm finna show it.
It's probably something I would scroll past. Come on.
You gonna scroll past it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't deal with the foolishness.
I'm sick of seeing it, y'all. I'm sick of seeing it.
Yeah.
But I do want to see what you're talking about. But so now they sitting in the jail cell looking in the mirror saying damn to themselves.
Right.
Every time.
Okay, so was it worth it?
Right. Was it worth
it? It upsets me more. Was it women of color?
Of course it was women of color.
See, I can't deal with it because it's embarrassing to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't watch it. Even though maybe I should just to become culturally aware of what's happening. But sometimes I just can't watch it because we already have a stigma on us, right?
You keep talking.
Yeah, I want to see if we might learn something.
We already have a stigma on us as people of color, and I tell a lot of my friends, if you don't know any white people intimately, right? Like as a relationship, as friends, as that you have embraced like family, then what you know is what you see on TV. Right? Same thing with us, right? If they don't know any black people personally, intimately a part of their family, or just embrace as friends, right?
Yeah.
Then what they think is what they see on TV. And when I see things that make us look bad, because we already have to try extra hard. You know, it just is what it is. We was born how we were born. There's no getting away from that, right? So in this country, even though I do love my country, even though even though we have more benefits, more advantages than other places, we have to try extra hard. We can't, we're not gonna go back to the ancestry and the slavery, but we got to do it. We got to do a little bit more than everybody else. So when I see things like that, I just can't stomach it. Because then that make us have to push even harder. We already got a label on our head when we walk into the store.
Right. Yeah.
You walk into I had an incident at the dentist. I didn't have my co-payment, and this woman treated me as though I was trying to get out of paying it, or as though I was gonna never pay it. And I know it was because of my color. People can say whatever, I'm assuming.
Right.
But in my gut instinct was, because it was in an upscale neighborhood, right? She wouldn't have treated Grandma Susan that way, right?
Yeah.
And I actually had to make a complaint. But that's what I'm saying. We already got to try extra hard. We already got to prove ourselves because of the assumptions that people put on us. And then when you get motherfuckers that walk into the store that's cutting up because they don't want to pay $1.75, I can't watch it. That's the shit I just keep scrolling by.
Right.
I can't.
What you think, Renee?
I think they stupid. I have not seen it. However, do you know how hard Black women have really fought just for a seat at the table? We're talking about $1.75 for some sauce. Either buy the sauce or walk out without it. You understand? I'm sure all this mess posted. It's what they say, we ain't in a pandemic. Everything high. You understand? Hot dogs, $15 a pack, and that used to be the cheapest thing you could buy. So I don't get it. And so all this shit, was it worth it? Was it worth somebody having to get you out of jail if you can't get out of jail? Was it worth being made an example of because you are now viral? And so now they got to set the standard for the rest of us. We different. We do not get unfortunately, we don't get to play by the same rules that everybody else get to play by. So what is the point? Right. I don't get it. But on the flip side, it's a cry. What these babies missing that will make you go off about $1.75? What'll make you shoot somebody about some mayonnaise on too much mayonnaise on the sandwich? Because that happened recently. So whatever we got going on, we need a healing out here. I just don't know how to do it.
Was somebody shot?
When?
About the sauce.
I'm finna show y'all right now. Hold on.
No, they tore something up. But in another instance, somebody at Subway, one person got killed, one person got shot because it was too much mayo on the sandwich.
There was some pretty girls too. Dang, they getting batted. Oh, that don't give a fuck.
And what restaurant was it?
I don't know all that detail. They ain't say.
But they did get them though, right?
Oh yeah, they locked up now. They got. It's like
shit, she tearing up shit, twerking at the red headlight at the red light, all that shit. They going behind the counter, ain't it? Them hoes, they're crazy. They want some attention. Them pretty girls. They think they're above the law.
And I'll figure out eventually, you guys, how to do the picture, because I could put the video inside our stream here, but I don't know how to do it yet. So
okay.
That's fine.
We'll get there.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
For
With
what?
the purpose.
For what?
That was
Entitlement.
That was like overkill with all that shit they just did for that sauce.
That's public property. You understand? This not nobody's house. This public property.
Right.
All counter charges that can get pressed in there. They'll have to look wherever that is. They'll have to pay for me to be off as an employee because I got PTSD. It's all kind of shit they can steal from this. You understand? So
right.
It ain't worth it. And then who teaching them that they got that kind of right? Where they get that from?
Entitlement. That's
How
entitlement.
they get it? Where they get it from?
But I
They
don't know,
get it from themselves.
sometimes these kids can come from a good home, a very good home, with
They
good
do that shit on
upbringing,
their own.
and still act out.
Yeah.
Still act out.
Them probably the ones that's got the entitlement syndrome.
Yeah, I got a cousin just like that. She act just like that when she be in public and go home and got the perfect lifestyle. Everything's given to her. But if she
Supportive
go out in public,
parents.
she act just like them damn crazy girls right there.
That's why they need to stop. That's when she get home. That's why don't nothing need to be given to her.
They don't know about it.
Yeah,
they don't know what they're doing in the streets at home.
Who are you? Like, who are you? I'm from a time. My mama had a good job. She had one child. I was the only child till I was 11. My mama had a good job, as they called it back then. And I was a good student, a good kid. I just had a smart mouth. If we went to the mall, we can leave the house. You gonna get this, and I'm gonna get this. If I got to sucking my teeth too long while she was in the women's section buying all that bullshit she was buying, we went straight back out that mall. Like, oh, you ain't getting nothing. I went to work. You understand? So
right.
Why are we rewarding them for stupidity? Why your child flunking and they got on Jordans? That don't make sense to me. Right. Why you dressed up in Dior? You don't even know what it spelled. You can't pick it out unless somebody bring it to you because you don't know what you're reading. So I just, girl, please.
Tell them to spell Balenciaga.
Okay, pronounce it without me saying it first. Without me, don't follow my lead. Tell me what you got on. Okay. What's your opinion, B? What you think about this here?
Spell
it. So, Ms.B, what's your spin on these young girls? What's your spin?
I would agree with you guys. Actually, I think that they just out of control, man. They out of control. I said, I think that a lot of them touching back on just the family unit is dismantled years ago. Of course, it takes a village is no longer a thing anymore. We have to, not only adults have to deal with stress, kids deal with stress as well. They deal with a lot of things in the household. They deal with, verbal abuse, mental abuse, sexual, and then they turn to drugs to help kind of, ease the pain a little bit and escape.
Put the weed back on the street. That's what they need to do because this other stuff they own got them out of control.
But hear me out.
Not to cut you off, but I do want to say this. When you say the family unit is dismantled, what's really sadder than the single parent homes is that you got families that's together that's dismantled because they ain't walking in they seeing all kind of disrespect and BS going on inside the house. But mom and dad, my real mama, my real dad, as they call it. So the family unit dismantled deep down at the core, not just because you got these single parents out here with baseball bats like I wish you would.
But what about the kids? Only because I work with adolescents and I see it. And I'll give you a good example. Today I had a young lady in my office. Her mom is 36, 37, divorced from the father. She a registered nurse. The dad is a professional. The kids not spoiled, but they come up in a good home. And when I say not spoiled, they not walking around with Nikes on and stuff. She a registered nurse. She probably make good money, especially since COVID. But the kids aren't running around with Nikes and stuff like that on, right? And her daughter was straight disrespectful. I mean, 13. She been smoking weed since she was 13. Was nasty to her mother, oppositional to the highest. She said she don't understand why her mama will not allow her to have sex in the home. So this little girl come from a good home. You get what I'm saying? She have a village. She have grandparents. She said, my mama trying to raise me in a living hell. She want me to be depressed. This a 14-year-old.
Social media shit.
And so the mom went, she deep dived into the whole STD thing, right? She was like, that's not gonna happen in my house with so much going on in the streets, right? She said, well, she want me to be depressed. She want me to just sit in the room. Kids ain't going outside and playing no more. But so I'm just giving you an example of the kids that do come from a good home and still go left. Like it's a risk. It's a risk these days. Partly because of social media. They see shit like that. People showing out on social media, and they want to emulate that. You understand what I'm saying? But this little girl was straight disrespect. I could not believe it. So I see the sister too, right? And the sister has improved since she's been in therapy. But this one, younger, she been smoking weed 13 in alternative school, and told me, well, he want me to meet his mom and his daddy, and he want me to come over his house. But why I'm gonna do that when he my sneaky link?
Oh my God!
That's what she said. He my sneaky link.
Okay.
So why I can't just do it at the house? I said because
too
you're
much.
14.
You know that's too much TV.
Yeah,
that's TV. Yeah, that's too much. YouTube.
But you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You come from a good home.
And don't be looking at Jaden and Willow. Them don't be looking at these privileges. Right. Don't think you got it like that, please.
They can't tell the difference.
Break their ass.
They could shave their head and be in a rock band.
Break their ass down to the basics.
They can't tell the difference between the rich kids and just the regular kids.
That's the problem. That's why they out here doing anything, trying to fit in, trying to again wear some shit they don't even know what it is.
It's all social media, man. Shit. That's what's gonna kill us. Social media.
And the grown folk too. They done fell victim too. They done fell victim to $500, $600, $700 pocketbooks, and then you got to call somebody to pay your light bill. That's ridiculous.
Oh no, it's the fraud. It's the fraud game. Like my hairstylist say her son is into it. He said, but no, mom, I'm gonna get in and get out. I said, but how you gonna get in and get out when that last check was $10,000, right? And them shoes you want cost $1,700, and the t-shirt you want cost $1,200. Damn near half the 10 gone. So you just gonna get in and get out? No, you gonna want more, and you gonna keep wanting more and keep wanting more. And this fraud game is out of control.
Listen. all the talent that it takes to put all these plans in place, popping cash outs or busting them or whatever you call it. just go somewhere and get a certification in something. You ain't got to do 4 years in the college if that's not what you want to do. They got all kind of certifications and technical classes, and they got all kind of whatnots for you to do and be successful at. So
they don't want to work though. That's the count. They don't want to work.
Yeah,
they don't realize they don't realize that the social media
everything to be given to them.
The social media people that they looking at are working. They working to keep you in their business so you can stay broke. Trying to do what they do. And they can't go nowhere and sit down and eat in peace. Cause the moment they tell me I don't want to talk, I'm gonna think they he too good. He done got. No, I just don't want you spending my food. I don't want nobody talking over me. So listen, I don't know what to tell them. We need to really keep them realistic. And then the parents breaking their back trying to make sure they got it. Why?
Right.
Why?
Because it's their baby.
Shit. Did you hear me say I was the only child for 11 years and the lady walked me out the mall and she worked for the federal government? We had a new car, all kind of shit.
Listen, that shit wasn't right. That what you said, that wasn't right now though.
Okay, that's what.
How
we leave that though? She wanted the best for me too. How did we get past?
Yeah, social media, goddamn, gave you a telephone and instant access.
But what about me as a parent? What about me as a parent? What about me as a parent?
We don't know how to parent social media. We learning how to be parents in the social media era.
Shit, I parent my house. I don't give a damn what you see on social media. When you darken the door, you been listening.
Like this lady Wendy just said, the girl was a good kid from a good home. Listen, it's the kid, what the kid buy into.
It is not the parents a lot of times. It's not.
It's what the kid buy into.
What does her parent do? Just support it? Like, what is she doing?
Oh, you could beat them to death and it's still
you ain't got to beat them. What do you do?
But and I asked her, I said, well, how do you discipline her? She said, the only thing I can do is take away the social media. And she
take away the
their
phone.
phones, take away the technology, take away the computers, take
Right.
away. But guess what? Soon as she walk out the door to go home, soon as the dad go to work, these motherfuckers sneaking niggas in. They motherfuckers crawling out the windows. They listen, Renee, they skipping school just to go have sex and do drugs. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's only if I ain't handcuffed to your ass, I can't watch it 24/7.
They can't get them locked up. They can't put them in scared straight. Listen, y'all. What? So we just let them take control of the house?
I got 14 and 12-year-olds, so I know I'm going through the shit now.
You can. You do what
But
you
what
can.
do you do then, AG?
Shit, I got one time. I just got to the point that it is what it is. She don't believe shit stink. She coming around now as she getting older, you know, and cause she done missed Christmas, 2-3 Christmases, 2-3 birthdays, you know what I'm saying, and don't care. Her favorite word, I don't care. You know what I'm saying?
That's what this little girl said today.
Her favorite word is that.
Care. Yeah.
That's their favorite word.
She said, I want to smoke weed. I want to smoke weed. Listen, and this little girl that I saw today, she got one smaller ear. So her mama paid $10,000 for her to get the cochlear ear implant so that she could get in it, the little device implanted, and then they wear the magnet outside. So then she paid an extra $12,000 so that she could have the magnet that you don't see the loop, and she got beautiful hair so she could hide it with her hair. Little girl won't even wear it.
Listen, hold up. Let me tell you something about that. Those kids don't care about nothing that you do for them. They think you're supposed to do that for them. They don't care, but the parent think that you supposed to care about me doing it. You see what I'm saying? The parent think the kid care, but the kid don't care.
It's called gratitude. Motherfuckers be grateful.
Them motherfuckers ain't grateful for shit. They not. I'm sorry. I don't give a fuck. Them bitches ain't grateful for shit. They think you supposed to do it, and if you don't do it, you ain't shit. You ain't treating me right.
You ain't treating me right.
I got them. I'm telling you. I got one grown too, and shit is all. He love me now. You know what I'm saying? You got to chastise the motherfucker.
Now that he got to do it for himself. Now he
got 2 children too that he got to do it for too.
Okay, Dad. Okay, Dad. Now you don't understand what the hell Dad was doing. Okay, all right.
They gonna be mad right now, but eventually, as long as the motherfucker get it in the end, you know what I'm saying? You gotta go through it and just hope don't nothing happen in between time. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna stop right now. I'm gonna tell the Lord thank you.
I
don't know if it's because I exposed her. I don't know if I took the damn surprise and I don't know. And I can't say who she is because she showed me some videos from her prom, and I was saying, God, she said one of her teachers walked up and said, I am traumatized from seeing you twerk. So, you know, but if a video cross my phone, if we on this live and I like to call your name and B put that phone up and I see my good dog come across that screen, the live gonna go a whole lot different tonight. And y'all better say I wasn't never on here because they gonna make y'all testify that you was on the phone when I saw the video and the screen went black.
All right.
So, baby, whatever y'all can't see up under this right here, you gonna know all that. Because this week, no, I don't mean no harm. I'm not saying what she won't do. I want her to have fun. She get to make mistakes. But what that was downright disrespectful and uncalled for. That was not. That's beyond. I'm mad about some sauce. You understand? Right. This.
So, and you know what they gonna say when they go to telling it what happened today? Why did you do it? They gonna blame it on somebody. Somebody else was doing something.
Right.
You know, it ain't gonna be their fault. It's gonna be somebody else's fault. The reason why we did that.
Listen.
Move this conversation on. We still talk about the youth. Now
let's talk about them crazy motherfuckers.
Yeah, somebody tell me you gonna start with something light. How you gonna set us off like that?
Why you supposed to start talking about them crazy motherfuckers?
Let us smooth
What y'all want to talk about? Now fit they said he was chilling for Kel, Keenan and Kel in the bed. Did y'all hear about that?
baby.
Look at AG. He like
I don't believe that shit, man. That lady hurt. That lady hurt. She just saying some shit. Yeah, that man got to be a cheerleader for that nigga for.
Nick
I don't believe all that shit, man.
Chris.
Unless they was at an orgy, you understand what I'm saying? And there was a couple of things going on in a couple of rooms that going around making sure everybody was straight.
She could have been saying something then. You know what I'm saying? That shit was years ago.
Yeah, we don't know what they hosting, what kind of after hours spot they host.
She said she remembered. She remembered.
We all remember a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah. Listen.
Motherfucker bitter.
But we'll pass that topic. Okay, so speaking about the youth, we was talking about on the podcast today earlier about red flags that the 21-year-old who did the mass shooting in Highland Park, his parents basically stated that they were not aware of any red flags even after he had threatened to kill them. He threatened to kill himself, and they still stated that we were not aware. We were not aware.
Well, whatever kind of household you run, well, your child say they're gonna kill you is not a red flag.
No, we need to find out what is a red flag to them.
What the hell make you say, whoa? Yeah.
What is a red flag?
He ain't killed nobody. He hadn't killed anybody yet. That's the red flag then.
Right.
They needed to see some bodies, basically.
But I'll be honest with you.
He just bluffing.
If I'm being honest, we probably all done had a homicidal thought or two.
Mm-hmm.
And now one of those scenarios was my mama. My mama didn't come into play in now one of those scenarios. So if I tell my mama I'm gonna kill you and then I'm gonna kill me, here's your sign. What else you need?
Right.
Right. My mama would have killed me.
I think it's called denial.
Yeah.
They were in denial.
Yeah.
You never want to believe that your child is capable of doing the unimaginable. You never want to believe that. It's your child, just like your parents, your sibling. You don't want to believe that.
Right. You right about
Remember the Menendez brothers? The motherfuckers killed everybody, didn't they? They killed their parents. Yeah.
Yeah, they killed their mom, their dad. All for a check.
Denial.
Catch me, if you my child, catch me by surprise. Don't announce that you're gonna kill me. Come in busting or whatever you gonna do. Catch me while I'm asleep. Like, no, cause
y'all can't even imagine the number of parents that lock their door at night.
Oh, it's a lot of them.
And it ain't because they trying to keep them out of their business. Okay.
No.
It's for fear.
It's because they fear. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
The motherfuckers get quiet on you. You don't know what they thinking.
I just said that today. I said, ain't no way a parent can just be so oblivious to changes in their children, especially if you're a parent that pay attention. You'll see when those mood changes and they start having mood swings. They used to be happy-go-lucky all the time. Now they all like, you know what I'm saying?
You got to be a real motherfucker to be able to see past that. That's being your offspring, to be able to say, okay, this motherfucker capable of killing me,
right?
And about 10 other people.
Yeah,
you got to be a hardcore realist.
I still say it's some signs that your ass just ignored though. I don't think.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. You got to be real to see it, because otherwise you're gonna just automatically assume, oh, they just acting out.
Right.
Or they just mad. They just saying it out of anger.
But that's one of our problem. We be ignoring shit too long. It be, you know what I'm saying? Because now let me tell you something. My mama is a murder, not murder mystery, but all this.
I like the crime, true crime.
Yeah, she like looking at this shit, and she be telling me they always say there's always a sign. This is what she be telling me this because she think I'm capable of knocking her ass off. But you don't want to know how to hide the DNA because you watching the shit. But that's what's wrong. Aside from us burying or ignoring the child molester, we don't want to. You know how we get to the side. He a little crazy. Don't worry. No, get some done about him if you know he a little crazy. Shit.
Yeah.
So stop hiding the shit. For real.
If you think they hide that, they are ashamed of.
We need the help.
A little bit of both.
We need the help.
Yeah, that's what motherfuckers be worried too much about what somebody else gonna think too. You know what I'm saying?
But they already thinking that. That's the problem. The neighbors and stuff are already whispering.
But then when they shoot up a parade, oh damn, he really was no.
They already.
They probably thinking all kind of shit he did or said that was a red flag or whatever they want to call it. Now that it's too late.
Too late.
So
we got.
I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. We just gotta pray for him. That's all I can tell you to do. Pray for him every day.
Stop the shame. Get help.
And if you see one, you can help him.
I like that.
Stop the shame.
But you know what? And with mental health issues in our country, you have to want the help. They can't make you take medicine. They can't make you go to therapy. They can't make you do nothing.
However,
even with the kids.
However, if I see the signs in my 6 or 7-year-old, I can't take them somewhere, can't I? See, that's when you be ignoring the shit when you wake up and there's a dead dog on your porch, and these are signs, baby. You understand these signs? So I don't know, y'all.
And then it's them being influenced by these other kids. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they be followers. They see other people do it, and they be thinking they want to do it too.
Hey, AG. Sometimes I tell the parents, they be in there like, "Oh, he got around the wrong crowd," and I love to tell a parent, "How you know your kid ain't the wrong crowd?"
Right.
How you know your kid ain't the bad motherfucking influence? Because birds of a feather. You ain't hanging around a whole bunch of hoes if you ain't like hoeing. Right? You ain't sitting around a whole bunch of hoes and they all being promiscuous.
Once you realize what they are,
right, and that's not who you are, then you go head on. And although everybody ain't strong enough to do that, it's something you like about it.
Right.
Yeah, you like birds of a feather. You ain't hanging around a whole bunch of you'll never see a prostitute hanging out with all the tech girls, all the girls in STEM, motherfucking doing project management and all that shit. She ain't hanging around them.
At all.
She went to prostitutes.
Yeah.
Right.
Baby.
So it basically just it be the kids. We just gotta pray for them and hope they make the best decisions and don't make decisions like those ones we seen on that video today.
Listen, I see you like the star mess, and so
let's
talk about
with this on the podcast. That's why he is a guest co-host.
No, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You the one throwing the topics out there. Yeah, you the one throwing the topics out there.
AG always says some shit that go against the grain. He be trying to start
but if he don't go against the grain and go along with everything, he gotta come from a different perspective.
He making valid points. Yeah, he making valid points.
Yes, very valid. Very
Thank
valid.
you.
Today.
Thank you.
What Jordan said, fuck these kids. That's what I said.
Yeah, I'm saying fuck them too, man. I'm gonna pray for you. And if I see you around and doing something crazy, I'm gonna say something to you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna try to help you if I see you, but other than that, I'm staying out the way. I'm staying out the way because them motherfuckers don't respect their elders for real.
They don't respect
them. But they not even being taught that though.
For real.
Yeah.
They're not even being taught that because they are now let's let's get back. Okay, we done talked about, the parents that's doing their thing. Let's talk about the parents that's telling them, go out there and get it.
Mm-hmm.
I want it. You know what, y'all going out there and doing it because I need it.
Yeah.
Mama.
It's a lot of parents
I'm being fed this too now.
Rob, I need a TV. I need
some of these girls that's thick. They mama's teaching them what to do with it.
Yeah.
Go get it. You understand what I'm saying? So and then guess what? Our kids got to meet them too. And they cool too now. You know what I mean? They cool too.
Right.
They just know how to go get it. So, man, I don't know, y'all.
There's so many ways that shit can come, though.
Mm-hmm.
So many ways.
How do y'all think we need to, or the country needs to, back on the shooting aspect and the gun laws and everything? Like, what are y'all thoughts about that? Like, what do y'all think can be done?
I say change the punishment. Goddamn. Put some real punishment on the line for them motherfuckers if they don't kill them.
Yeah, but are they going to enforce it with the white people?
Yeah, they ain't got no laws for black people.
Well, but they show getting a harsher sentence.
Right. Same sentences we do.
They not getting the same sentences.
Right.
But I'm just saying, ain't no law goddamn that say goddamn.
And it's very.
You break it up. You probably in the bad.
Yeah, I feel like we might have lost
shooters either. Very few black mass shooters. You had that crazy motherfucker in DC with the little boy that was
shooting in New York
out the expressway. Remember him? And there was like maybe one
that was in New York.
Right.
DC Smith.
But it's very few, right. But it's very few black mass shooters.
Mm-hmm.
Very few.
Yeah.
And they all getting the death penalty and all that shit. It might take a long time, but they all getting they due. I haven't seen any mass shooter, white or black, it like being injustice with the laws as far as mass shooting is concerned.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm saying if they do something like that, they shouldn't be no life in prison and waiting 20 years before you execute or whatever you're gonna do to their ass. They need to get that shit within a year. Within a year, their punishment need to be getting if it's life, if it's execution, we executing your ass in a year.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You ain't finna wait 20 years.
I was just looking at the Florida death row population, and I was like, why they just don't kill these motherfuckers? It's 300 of them. Like, what's the hold up?
That's that money.
But I didn't deep dive into it. What you say, Ms.B?
I see. Y'all killed me.
That's your name, man.
It's funny here. Tell me that. That's why I'm laughing. No, it all boils down to the prison economy and how their whole infrastructure is set up on a financial, from the financial aspect. Right. A lot of these prisons are private prisons. And the companies that own these prisons or individuals who own these prisons, they got to keep money. And the way you keep money is keep people housed in them. You have to keep.
We got a whole lot of them. It's only 300 of them. It's on the Florida death row list. On the Florida death row right now today, it's 316. That is not no comparison to the number of prisoners that we have. Just kill the motherfuckers.
Yeah, so you get a motherfucker life without.
But that's
money. You just gonna kill that motherfucker.
Wait a minute. Then he gonna flip it.
Every person you have housed in a prison, there is a dollar sign on their head.
Yeah, I know.
So they're not gonna.
I think it's $30,000-$40,000 a piece.
It's only 300. They could extinct them motherfuckers. They could kill them quick.
No,
it's 300.
Well, they need to kill them mass shooters within a year. I don't give a fuck about the rest of them motherfuckers. I'm talking about them.
Some of them don't even need to make it to be on trial.
For YouTube, scratch my channel. Some words flag it, like like the P word,
Oh.
And we already, luckily, I'm not monetized. So all this cussing y'all doing. If I was monetized, I'd be like, look, now y'all better come up with a
Listen
sick.
to her.
Okay.
Listen to her. Y'all
We on
do it.
YouTube. Oh, because it's on
She sit
YouTube.
back in the cut. They ain't even saying that.
Okay.
Every social platform have their own. Like here, you can smoke. You on the live, but when you get to being monetized, then there's a lot of restrictions on what can be said in your videos, right? And then of course you can't, if you don't own people music, you can't play that and all this type of stuff. Instagram, you can't smoke, you can't really drink, and you're supposed to in their lives. So it's so many like restrict Facebooks, you can't really do nothing on there because they'll be done snatched your whole page. So each platform have their own little.
Oh wow.
So once you become monetized, you're gonna take this down?
No, I'll keep it up.
This the one that started.
It just won't be monetized. It just will be one video that's not monetized.
Gotcha.
Oh, so you the one do the monetize. Say whether it's monetized or not.
No, I said I'm not monetized yet. I have to get so many views.
I get what you're saying.
And next time I'm gonna wear makeup and do my hair.
I mean,
that's what Ms.B did.
I see.
Look crazy, man.
I'm looking crazy.
It depends on when it is.
I know I look crazy without makeup, so I'm like, throw a little something on real quick. But anyway, so we definitely want to discuss before we get out of here today. We wanted to talk about abortion. That is what we were supposed to talk about on Sunday. Unfortunately, we postponed the live. So we're here now, and this whole abortion rights thing. There's a lot of various opinions from everybody and how they feel. So I definitely wanted to just get you guys' opinion. We can have a discussion and see what everybody had. What's your initial thoughts when you heard about that them overturning Roe versus Wade? Like, how did you feel? Anybody can start.
Hell, I had to go read back up on what the hell Roe versus Wade was. Let me just be clear. I graduated in the 80s. You know what I mean? So
right.
I knew that it was about abortion rights, but I wanted to know who it was versus so technically, to me, this is just about a person's personal feelings and their personal rights. So to me, it doesn't matter what side of the coin you fall. If you pro-life, if you pro-choice, you can be that. If you feel like you won't have an abortion, I think that's good for you. If the next lady feel like she gotta have an abortion, I think that's good for her. I think you just are supposed to respect the next woman's right to stand on whatever side she's on. So whether you pro-choice, it doesn't really matter to me. Because I can't talk about what I would do, what I won't do. Certain situations you can't speak on. I just feel like if you relate it back to something like gun laws, how can we be so adamant that this is the right thing to do and we want to bring God into it, and this is, God wants you to be pregnant. So if abortion is wrong, I think they should leave it to God to judge it. So don't bring God in one phase and not carry him all the way through. So it's about respecting a person's right to do what they feel they need to do with their body, whether you like it. That's how I feel.
I agree 100%. I never heard it that way, and I just was touched by it. What you said. So
yeah, it's
because it is a personal decision, and if you're not gonna tell me I can or cannot do it, you just got to have the place open. So if I do want to go in there and do it, I got the choice.
Yeah.
Heard you say have the place open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Have the place open. Well, I can go. Yeah, they got to have it open.
We're gonna handle that. Yeah.
They can sell the pill. You know what I'm saying? Don't take. So they give the person the choice.
Yep.
So.
Yeah. Can you imagine the kind of life a child would have living with a mother that never wanted them? Now we talking about people flipping over sauces, and we talking about kids. We ain't calling them privileged, but kids from good homes that's flipping out and acting a fool. Can you imagine what kind of life it'll be when your mama never
right
and was never given a choice? Like, so where the therapist at? So let's get some therapists coming out of college, because we gonna need them. You know,
yeah.
Come
So
on.
do you think God got anything to do with the abortion? Will you saying everybody got their death day, and if you're not here, that means God didn't want you to be here, and that's what the way you were supposed to go? You know, you ever thought about it like that?
I think that everything is already predestined. So I don't know where God's stands. You know, people got on different sides of suicide. You know, some people say if a person commits suicide, they can't go to heaven.
Right.
But then you I don't know what kind of pressure would be on a person to make them want to kill themselves anyway. So I don't know. But what I do know is if God gonna be at the gate and tell me you shouldn't have done it when it comes to abortion, my neighbor ain't gonna have to have that conversation about my abortion.
Right.
The daddy, whether he my husband or whatever, ain't gonna have to have that conversation about the abortion. He may have to have a conversation if he was the one that coerced me to do it. But I ain't gonna be in part of that conversation because we probably gonna die together. You understand? And if we do, we still got to be at the gate by ourselves if there's a gate. So either way it go, it's still a person's right to choose what they want to do. You know, how did it slide in the beginning? If it can't stand up today, how did it go in back then in the 70s?
Right.
Same rules should apply. If whatever it made them overturn it. If we being honest, because apparently when I looked at it, it's been a long time ago. This ain't no new stance. That's why Roe versus Wade, they've been thinking, no, you're supposed to have the baby, you know. But I think they did have clauses like up to 6 weeks, and you know, now they don't want to do none of that. So this ain't a new issue. It's just back.
Stipulations on.
Yeah.
Well, I heard it had something to do with the white population.
I did
They
too.
said like 60% of the abortions are white women, and they trying to stop them so they can get their population back up.
I heard the same thing. They in threat of not being the they're about to be the minority with all the brown people.
Yeah.
Not just African Americans, just brown people, period. Here. They feel like they're gonna be extinct, or they're gonna go back to the nothingness from whence they came. I don't know. But I heard that same thing, that it's because 60% of the abortions. However, if you think about it, they're the ones that's got the money to keep it off the record, off the radar. You know, we got to go in on our HMO or whatever we got.
They the one came up with the shit. They ain't come up with it first. They ain't did nothing. I tell people all the time, ain't no motherfucking white man did nothing for you. You just been able to have access to it too. They can't keep you from getting it. But they ain't do it for you now. Trust that. They ain't never made shit just for you, and they ain't never bought nothing so you can buy it. They ain't never none of that shit. So quit thinking, motherfucker, they did it for the black. They cause we black. No, motherfucker.
No.
It wasn't that. They ain't did it for you.
Right.
Yeah. I'm over here playing with this thing, trying to figure this stuff out, y'all. That's all. I'm listening.
So what's your stance on abortion?
Who, mine?
Yeah.
I am what you call somewhat of a feminist. Like anything dealing with women rights, actually equality for everybody. I'm an ally with that, the gay community as well. I just believe in equality overall. But from a female standpoint, yes, I am. I'm all about us maintaining just our, ability to make our own decisions. Like it goes beyond just our bodies. You know what I'm saying? This and I think that's part of why there's been so many protests and everything as well, and people, all this outrage is because this one thing will end up leading to other things that could impact,
like the LGBTQ, like, because all this stuff. Yes, if we don't went all the way back to the 70s,
that's what I'm saying.
Ain't no damn well they coming for this new shit. Yeah. Yeah.
So it's like if we don't stand up for it now, you know what I'm saying, and put our foot down, like, hey, the American people feel this way, and the women of the America feel this particular way, then
Hell, we still
once,
waiting on
once
equal
we
rights.
lose that grip and that control, it's
Hey,
it.
so tell me this.
Here he go.
Hey, tell me,
Uh-huh.
do you think the LBTQ they'll go take over the women for the women?
Hell no, they better be thinking their strategy through.
No,
They better be thinking
Santana said on that
Huh?
stage. Did y'all see that? When he went on the stage, he was like, "It's the gays that, what he said? It's the it's the gay men that help y'all women out. We the ones y'all call when y'all baby daddies ain't acting right. He out there cheating. And the ones
Who said that?
this was Saucy Santana, the rapper.
Okay.
Hey, it's gonna be more gay men than women.
And he had a concert and he made that statement. It was, of course, you know, it was some women coming out like, come on now. We the ones, we women is what you guys idolize.
Cause I like
Wait, what did
See,
he
y'all
say?
making them
Repeat
motherfuckers
that.
cute. Y'all making them
What
motherfuckers cool
listen,
when they really
no,
going for
no.
your
what did he
place.
say?
No, he got
Can
a
y'all repeat
famous
it?
best friend.
What you said?
What did he say? I didn't hear you.
He was at a concert. Well, a week prior to that, those tweets came out where they dug up from years ago where he was talking about Beyonce's child, Blue Ivy, talking about her hair, and then he said something about he was comparing Blue Ivy's hair to Kim Kardashian, North's hair, you know, comparing them, basically was saying like, nah, I prefer Northwest hair. You know what I'm saying? And this is not a direct quote. Then everybody was on him then. You know what I'm saying? Everybody was like, okay, this nigga talking, you know, the beehive going crazy, trying to get his ass out of here. You know what I'm saying? And then because he wouldn't do a formal apology, a public apology to Beyonce and Blue Ivy and whatnot about it, right? He basically was like, fuck it, whoever I need to apologize to, I'll do it behind the scenes in private. So anyway, he was in the process of he was on doing concerts. He ended up going to Houston. And on the Houston stage, he made a comment at the concert. He was saying like, it's the gays that we're the ones that us women always call on to be the bestie. You know what I mean? We call on them for our hair. We call on them for our makeup. We call on them to be our stylists. You know what I'm saying? We call on them to talk when we having men trouble and we need somebody to, you know what I'm saying? We need somebody to just vent to or whatnot. But then there was women, he got backlash from women because it's like, Saucy, you can say these things, but at the end of the day, you guys will get our mannerisms. You get all of that from women. Mannerisms. Where you get the makeup, applying makeup, you get that from women. You know what I'm saying? Carrying the purses, wearing the heels. So it's like, how can you say we relying on y'all
weaves
when we the originators?
Yeah, but they tried to say they can do it better than y'all though.
Listen,
how to say what?
He
they
just
can do it better than y'all.
He got a famous best friend.
He could have just said that.
About that. He got a famous best friend to talk to him about that because I got gay male friends. I don't call them and talk about nothing I got going on. Not like that. Because when you talk to somebody that can relate to what I got going on. Now, if they're around, you can get in the conversation because good information is good information. Life is life, love is love. However, no, a man cut my hair. He got a wife and 2 kids, so he very much straight. And when I had locks, a female did them. So, and when I had a short time, a female did them. So I don't know. He talking about the Hollywood lifestyle.
Phone on mute, Wendy.
Oh.
Okay, go.
He talking about the Hollywood lifestyle because that's where it's. But come on, come on. Just talk about you and what he call a Carisha. Just talk about what you and Carisha got going on. That's not everybody true.
Right.
And again, who you modeling after with your weaves and all this stuff like this?
Yeah.
Come on.
But like I said, I'm an ally. So
Yeah. However, so how you feel about that statement though?
Don't come at me with all the hate. If
Yeah.
you come across this video, don't come me out with all the
Oh
hate.
yeah.
Oh,
Ain't no. It's all love. It's just that he can't speak for everybody.
right.
When he say that.
That's one thing I hate just in general with people who generalize things.
Yeah.
They be like, "Oh, you from Atlanta? Oh, them Atlanta girls, you," and just already have this preconceived notion of who I think I am just because of where I'm from.
Yeah.
Like, that's stupid.
Yeah, to me, it's another form of disrespect. We already, again, fight for our spot. So we don't need to be fighting against nobody else, babe. You understand? We don't need no more battles. So let's just all us black folk join hands and sing Kumbaya, and let's leave the gender and everything, the religion and everything else out. You know, you brown, come on. Like, let's not.
That's a hard thing though. When it comes to our community, it's so hard for us to come together because it's so much envy.
Yes.
It be jealousy. You know, people be wanting X-Man got. You know what I'm saying? People think they're here. You know what I mean? Have classism. You know what I'm saying? Like the situation with what's his name? T.I. T.I. son at the Waffle House. Like how you gonna talk about the Waffle House dude, you know, cooking Waffle House? I mean, T.I. really just talked down on that man because he work at the Waffle House.
But let's look at it like this.
Young and privileged.
How about this though? Let's look at it like this. If every person in the world got a college degree, master's level, doctorate level, whatever it is, I still like going out to eat. So I still need somebody to work in a restaurant. Whether it's a fine dining or Marco's, getting a pizza, whatever it is. So somebody, if we're gonna go to the Waffle House to get some scattered, smothered, and covered, somebody got to work there. And so so how that's our problem. It's dignity in our work. He ain't robbing nobody. He ain't nowhere tearing no shit up about no $1.75 sauce.
Right.
And to me, I ain't gonna call no names because I don't know what kind of sponsorship I'm gonna need in the future. But Waffle House is at the top of my preferred breakfast spot. You can say whatever you want to. You understand? Don't nothing beat my kitchen. But most of the time, I don't want to do all that sauteing and slicing and dicing in my kitchen. So it is, people can feel however they want to feel. I do like the 2 egg breakfast. That is one of my go-tos at the Waffle House. I don't, if everybody had a college degree, somebody still need to drive the buses, the Ubers,
somebody janitor.
Yes, we need somebody to drop our damn Amazon Prime packages off, Uber eating. So how far we gonna go with it? You know what I mean? How far we gonna go?
Right.
And then you ain't got no money, boy. Your daddy do.
That part.
What you mean? So, yeah.
Dad ain't no better.
Dad ain't no. I mean, the daddy went no better. Clearly.
Listen.
The apple didn't fall too far from the tree.
Listen, that just the fact that he went in there and did it. You understand? Like, you know you're in the limelight. You know who you are. You know who your dad is. You know that this gonna get out there. But some people do stuff to be relevant too, I think. They know what they doing, but I think they do it to be relevant at the moment. It's really sad, y'all. It's really sad. It's really sad.
Definitely sad. For real.
AG, you ain't got nothing smart to say?
No, he had.
Nah, about that.
Oh, he done got high. That was it. Oh, that's when he get quiet.
Yeah, I smoked that one up.
Okay.
Elaborate on stuff. I be like, man, elaborate. He'll just be like,
What we talking about?
See, that's what he'll do. Right there. We done talked about all this shit. And he done.
We started talking about the LGBTQs and taking y'all spot. That's the last thing I heard.
See that shit?
I got disinterested when y'all started talking about them folks.
You see
I wasn't even interested because I don't want to say nothing to mess our sponsorship up.
Y'all see
so I just lay back.
No, this is safe space. This is what's gonna happen. This what got your application and suspension.
Oh, the trolls, I can't control none of that. They gonna hawk your head down in Birmingham.
Hey, that's the reason why when y'all go to the store and talk about it, I lay back, I just be quiet. Let me know when y'all start talking about something else.
Listen.
I don't want them to troll me.
But you can't be on no podcast without an opinion.
I told you my opinion. They coming for y'all.
But you have to have a broad opinion about different subjects, man.
Yeah, they want y'all spot.
Application for co-host on hold.
No, that's another thing. The Black community, a lot of us, we come from these environments where we grow up in households. We may not, get the experience and the education and the knowledge.
Let me say, let her in. You see her over in the chat.
Yeah, let her in.
Thank you, Renee.
You welcome.
We got to broaden our horizons. We got to read more books. We got to be able to talk about anything. You ain't no telling what type of place you might end up in one day. You might be on the subway, and next thing you know, you talking to somebody who could be possibly Bill Gates or somebody's nephew, and you talking to him. You got to be able to talk that shit, or at least act like it enough. You know what I mean? At least
you the finance man. Somebody might need you on the train.
That shit.
Yeah.
AG.
Yeah.
AG, Ms.B.
Y'all flipped the whole subject.
That shit.
Y'all were talking about the LPDQs. I don't even want to talk about them.
But you got to get the acronym right.
You got to get the acronym.
No.
I got the L right.
No, seriously. You're going to have to get it right being on this podcast.
Hold on, let me write it down.
Because at the end of the day, all the hate or whatever, it's going to come to me. It ain't going to come to you.
Let me write it down there. What is it?
You know what it is. You know what it is.
I don't. I know the LP.
Just Google it. Don't worry about it. Just Google
it. Right now. That's his problem. He don't be wanting to study.
Why y'all won't help me?
AG, this is why your application for co-host is on hold. This is why your application for co-host on hold. You got this.
And this is why Saucy Santana in trouble now. Because he don't know nothing.
It's a safe space. Yeah.
Hey, y'all don't want to hear what I want to.
We embrace the LGBTQ community.
Say it again. LP.
Let me put this disclaimer real quick, and I might add it.
Yeah, you gotta do that first.
The thoughts and opinions of these people, these panelists that's here today, is not the opinion of Straightforward with Ms.B. and not Ms.B.
Oh, okay.
Everybody got their own opinion. Everybody do what they do. This is a safe space, and I respect everybody's opinions. But y'all have to learn at some point. We can't be ignorant.
I love them. What's wrong with you? That don't make me ignorant.
I said,
don't be saying I'm ignorant.
I didn't say it. I'm not saying.
You said
I'm just saying. Maybe that's the wrong word to use, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. We just got to be up on our shit.
Yeah.
We got to be up on our shit. It's a way for us.
And I'm just telling y'all got to be careful.
And AG, this is the kind of video. Be careful. This the very video. Ms.B will go all the way to the top. This the very video that'll come back
viral like a mother.
When she went live in 2022, you know what? One of her guests has said, "Come on,
it go viral." And
it ain't nothing y'all can go back and record and say I said nothing wrong.
You right. It's your opinion. You right.
Cause the only thing I did is
the
say
only thing
they coming for y'all.
You didn't know the actor.
Don't know the actor.
I don't know it. I don't. I'm sorry. And I tried to get you guys to tell me what it was so I could write it down, but you told me to Google it.
Google it.
So I guess I will Google it. And then but I would rather for you just to.
Okay, let's get off of that. Let's get
move on.
I got 40% left power on my what you call it?
Put it on charge.
And then cut it off. It's like 8:21.
7:21.
2 hours good enough.
2 hours.
Time go by fast when you just be chatting.
Well, we got another 45 minutes to go then.
No, it's 8 o'clock your time.
I know. 40 minutes.
No, 8 o'clock our time too, ain't 8:21.
Yeah. Man. Yeah.
Can y'all see that light I got on?
So how y'all? Yeah, we can see the light.
A little better now.
You look the same. It didn't really change. This nigga.
You got a little brighter. Okay, you got a little brighter. You got a little brighter. That's all. That's all.
Okay, so what do y'all think is the best way? Well, okay. What do y'all think as far as like the abortion goes? As far as
excuse me?
Contraception. I'm thinking and talking out loud at the same time.
Oh.
Like CVS basically is rationing out the Plan B pills.
Listen.
Like since we in that spot to where abortions in certain states are illegal, like what are we gonna do? Because I mean, you know, in our community, a lot of young girls be getting pregnant, man.
Baby.
So they're gonna start bootlegging. They're gonna start bootlegging the
going back to the coat hangers.
Going back to the
we going the wrong way.
Yep.
Backwards.
Yep. But we can't get no gun control. Listen here. This is a true statement. And I'm gonna turn my camera back on in a minute.
One moment.
This is a true statement. Can we keep it real here? Is this a safe space? Can I keep it real?
Go ahead.
Baby, I had my annual gynecologist appointment.
Doing too much. Okay, go ahead.
I had my annual gynecology appointment on the 5th, Tuesday. You know, she walk in, hey, I'm so-and-so, I'm your nurse practitioner. Before we get to the exam, I got a couple of questions. I said, nope, let me tell you, I'm Miss Who You Call, and let's get real. Baby, I got 2 words for you. Tuber ligation. You understand what I'm saying? Because these folks done tricked us clean up out the street. You can't go trick off. You can't have no one night stands. You can't have no type of fun. They trying to pull the Plan B. So they done made you rethink everything. Ain't no one night stand. They done made you rethink everything you got to do. So the best thing I can do is put myself in a position where it can't happen to me. You understand what I'm saying? Because I'm old enough to be in menopause, but I ain't, and I ain't finna get you. I think that the Lord done find the scene fit to stop me, and I'm really knocked up. So I'm my consultation is on 8/15.
Right.
All I can say to the young girls is, they do be looking cute when you put them Jordans on their little feet. They do smell good when you put that baby lotion and all this shit on them. But eventually they start talking shit and they be knocking shit over in the so you better think hard and long about ain't no reversing the decision. You understand what I'm saying? Ain't nothing you can do.
Then you can do.
Baby,
These little girls nowadays, they want to have a baby.
They think they cute with them little pink Jordans on.
My son and his girlfriend, they wanted to have the babies they got.
Oh, okay. Well, they together?
Yeah, they together. They married.
Okay, well, hey.
22 years old and married.
Well, they all right.
You say 22?
Yeah, that's how both of them. They got 2 children.
Well, he did the right thing. They did it right. Hey,
did it right, yeah. They ain't in no bad predicament.
I've seen worse.
Right.
I've seen worse. So thank you, young man, for sticking with your family. You know what I mean? And stop right now. If y'all got 2, stop right now. It's a form of retarded shit. It's Stop right now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, they need to definitely just
pause.
Pause and keep it strapped up.
I don't know. Yeah, listen. I hope it. If I could say if anything good come out of it, I don't know that this gonna be the truth, but maybe it'll make people think twice about who they get with. Because again, you attached. He can go on. She can go on. Cause hell, sometimes the woman run off and take off.
Yeah.
So, but you can't reverse that decision. So I ain't no stipulations. Rape ain't nothing off limits when it comes to if you pregnant, you got to have it. What type of crazy?
So they always gonna keep a few states where you can be able to go to get your abortion now.
Guess what? They blow up in the mood of them states.
Everybody don't got no money to get to them states.
Hey,
I got to get there and pay for the abortion.
Yeah, some companies gonna pay for travel, but a lot of these people in low income neighborhoods, they ain't got no money. They ain't got no money to get to California and get no abortion.
Here we go. Got to try to remember what our great grandmama said back in the day, how they got rid of them. Shit, I just want my daughter to stay strapped, babe. Stay strapped. You understand what I'm saying? Stay strapped. Cause these folk ain't playing fair out here with these decisions. And then so they limiting the plan B because they know folk gonna buy them up and sell them. You know what we do?
Yeah.
Then they gonna start selling the fake ones, and folks still gonna be pregnant. You know what I'm talking about? So, they got fake everything. They say he threw the perk with fake, but he still ate it because he a gremlin. Oh, okay. So they gonna start making fake everything. So now,
oh my God.
This go viral so the world will know. Don't fall for the okie doke. You better buy it from your pharmacist if you want it to be effective.
Right.
You better make sure you get it. Yeah. Listen, it's unfortunate.
Wendy in this bad area she in. She keep popping in and out.
Yeah, Wendy must live in Alabama where AG is. She must be riding down one of them damn country roads or something.
Mm-hmm. She need to come on down here where we at. She on the west east side of Atlanta.
Who?
The country spot you can get.
Yeah. look like they ain't got no good Wi-Fi out there either.
Right. In
my opinion.
Oh, she keep.
What's the next time?
I be forgetting I have to add the people on to the
okay.
To the stream. I be looking at her. I'm looking at her like what on it. But anyway.
What's the next topic?
It's so many topics, man.
Good God.
But just throw one at us then.
Should be happening every day. What topic you got?
Oh Lord, I'm scared.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Put yourself
y'all
on.
Y'all be on the lookout for Birmingham for these next couple of weeks when we're gonna be on the world stage.
Doing what?
We got the World Games in town.
What's the World Games like?
Yeah, it's right up on the Olympics, yeah. So be on the lookout for us and pray for the city's growth. You know.
Yeah.
And let it be a safe event. Enough is enough, please.
Yeah.
Just let it be peaceful. Celebrate some athletes, yeah.
Right.
Doing something good.
Let me put you on mute. I'm hearing all background.
What kind of truck you driving?
Doing so much.
You made it, baby.
I'm better now.
I'm like, she doing so much.
My internet.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got a topic? Wendy. You got a topic? I can't hear you.
Now she muted.
Ooh, do I have a topic? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be me. It was me, baby.
Oh, do I have a topic? You should have told me this earlier so I could prepare.
Well, we know on the next live, we all gonna come with a topic. We'll do it like that.
Yes.
With an intro.
That'll be fun.
You still need about 4 or 5 just in case we all pick the same one.
Yeah, well, 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? I think if we all have 2, we probably will all maybe pick hopefully something different.
Hopefully something different.
So we're gonna do this again. We're gonna do it once every 2 weeks. What's the plan?
Try to do them. I definitely want to try to do them once a week. Once a week, even probably more than that. It's just I don't know. Sometimes I'm, whenever I just feel like it. Like I said, when I started the podcast is more of a hobby for me. It's not like, when I did the magazine, that was something like full and work. I didn't want this to be work, even though I'm still, have to do
it's work.
A little bit of work, but it's more of a hobby. So it's like, shoot, if I ain't doing nothing one night, hey, let's hop on the live. We just chit chat and whatever's going on, It ain't got.
Did we talk about R. Kelly?
No topics either. It could just
baby, he's out of here.
R. Kelly and his sentence.
Is he canceled? Do we still listen to Bump and Grind?
I ain't gonna lie. I'm gonna probably listen to. I'm not gonna purpose.
Yes, we gonna listen to R. Kelly.
I'm not gonna purposely listen to him. However, if I'm in the club, if I'm somewhere and it come on,
I'm not going in none of my music libraries that's Apple Music or Tidal and deleting him. So when I'm on shuffle, if he come through, I'm gonna step in the name of Renee. Whatever it is that. So let's be.
What I'm gonna do too. Step in the name of love.
Step in the name of love. Set a party
out. Jackson. I compare it to Michael Jackson. I always separate the person from their art, the person from their gift. This motherfucker was sleeping in the bed with little boys. I don't know what he was doing. You know what I mean? I just know I love Pretty Young Thing. You get what I'm saying? And I'm gonna sing Pretty Young Thing when it comes on, and it's on that classic playlist. So when it come up on shuffle, like Renee said, nobody perfect.
Now I will cue my Kelly. I cue my listen.
That's what I'm saying. But he was sleeping in the bed with them babies. Now,
but see, they parents dismissed it. So in my mind, I'm saying, what can a person pay you for your child innocence? So every year on Michael Jackson's birthday, I change my name to Billie Jean. I got a T-shirt in the closet. I started to put it on tonight that say Billie Jean. So the cane, they're gonna have to come with a little bit more evidence. They're gonna have to prosecute. They're gonna have to see this thing all the way through.
Michael Kelly, I love Michael.
R. Kelly. Now again, these young girls do not look. They do not look. I got one. Ms.B, you saw the video.
Right.
She very much look like her. She very much look like a grown lady, unless you look her in the face. But she wear weave and nails and lashes and shit like that too. However,
she a pretty young thing.
However, I asked the girl. I said, "So you telling me that if an old man tried to talk to you, you wouldn't tell me?" She said, he'll be my sugar dad. I was saying, damn, at least she honest. Hold on, girl, shit. Shine the devil. I said, well, what if it's one of the boys in the hood, one of the dudes I know? She said, I'm going to cuss him out and tell you. Like, it can't be no line crossing.
Yeah.
But if I meet a new old man, I said, well, damn, you understand? Tell the truth, young girl. Shit. At least I know. When you pull up,
I don't know about no old man touching on me.
Baby, he can't never meet me.
Yeah.
He can't never meet me.
She say that now, but when them old wrinkly hands start touching on her body,
hey, baby,
he pull up playing Bobby Blue Bland and shit. She don't know about that.
And he got on that matching warm up. She ain't gonna be with that shit.
Let it go, young girl.
Another for the bus.
But what did he get? 30 years? You think that's what he deserved?
He got some more cases pending on. He got some other stuff to fight.
Yeah.
He got some more stuff he got to go through.
It's still gonna be 30 years though.
Over R. Kelly and beyond with the freaky stuff. He went like way over.
He could have got stopped.
I didn't know he coerced boys too.
He did what?
Boys was in the mix.
Boys that had came forward with some.
See, I didn't know that. Oh, he pissing on boys too. I ain't never heard that. Now that's new today. I ain't never heard that.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Two men testified in August about how they were coerced into sexual acts with him, met him at a party. He slipped them his phone number, and they were coerced, right? Because they 16, 17, into having, like threesomes and doing sexual acts under his direction. And then one of them, I think they say he jammed. Okay, that might be too explicit, but he did things.
Yeah.
I really had not heard that. Really, I really had not heard that. Listen.
Yeah. R. Kelly, he took it there. He took it.
If you freaky, you freaky. Yeah.
And then when he get out, he got mandatory with like sex therapy classes or something like that, don't he?
They need to be getting that to him while he in there.
That's what I said.
They don't need to wait till you get out.
They should not sing the shit. Y'all ain't seen the videos of him in jail talking to his girlfriend, and he in there singing with the inmates behind him. He got like 5 of them on the wall.
What you want him to do? Just sit there and not say that?
They gotta have fun, goddamn.
I'm sure he writing plays and 30
Ain't nobody gonna pick it up.
How about it? He can write music for other people.
Can
he? He should.
But do you really want your song to be?
That's he gonna make money. He gotta have money. So he might
really write songs.
He got royalties that will last him forever.
He got royalties.
Yeah, but
he'll be okay.
And then went broke.
He was straight.
They took his money.
Went broke. He on the negative side.
That's what I said.
They took his
money. Attorneys, the labels, they got his money. So he got to make some money some kind of way.
But do you want your song out there, number one on the chart, Ms.B, I'll Piss on You, written by R. Kelly? Do you want that kind of?
He could
come one on the chart. I don't care who wrote that motherfucker.
He can have an alien.
It is money for her, huh?
And he right.
If it's number one on the chart, you're right. You're right. If it's number one, they don't give a damn about who.
They don't care. They not looking at the credits anyway. Most people.
You right, cause hell, half of the folk that done wrote
know who wrote it.
Right, you don't be knowing.
You right. You right.
And the only person gonna tell them R. Kelly wrote it is R. Kelly.
Jack Quick, with his name, Jack Keys. He can write for Trey Songz. He can probably do some stuff for Chris Brown. He can write some stuff for August Alsina and whoever, you know. Yeah, August Alsina need a hit.
Ain't he sick?
Well,
he always had health issues, but he a little.
This water, I done switched. I ain't gonna even get on that. Hey.
Okay.
I like August though.
I do too.
You don't think Will been over there and put something in the water over there?
Hey. Will done went over there in Flint, Michigan, his ass in the water.
Jada done.
Oh my!
I dude his ass.
He's a low down dirty.
Because August ain't the same person that he used to be.
My dude got her a tenderoni for sure. She got her a tenderoni for sure.
They mentally, the women be changing them men mentally.
Or do the men be changing the women? Because shit. Listen. This is another true statement. Y'all say this is a safe place. It's a 33-year-old in my DM right now. The young man asked me one day, this is how I found out you were 33. How old are you? I said 50. How old are you? He said 33. I stopped responding. Like, it ain't nothing
we could talk about.
It ain't nothing we got in common. We don't need to talk. I don't want to come to your I don't want to come slide down the slide at your birthday party or none of that shit. Like, you a baby to me. You know what I mean? It's a 17. You're different. My baby's 17. It ain't nothing we can. Age ain't
nothing happen.
Listen,
folks,
it'll make him a better man than he already is.
Oh, they be looking at these women.
They
be looking at these older women like come ups.
Listen here.
a
I'm
cougar.
gonna say this one more time, cause maybe you didn't understand.
They want to.
My daughter is a senior in high school. As of this time next year, on 7/7/2023, she'll be free to take off one way, and I'm gonna be. You say you're going to Miami, I'm going to LA. I'm going the whole opposite way. Go do you, girl. I'm finna do me. Ain't no way I'm finna get with no 33-year-old. They done abolished abortion. Ain't that what we was on here talking about? Y'all, they done abolished abortion. This young boy knocked me up. I'm stuck. No, they trying to treat us on the street. I got good life left in front of me. This is a good time. No. My girl gonna be at Alabama State. I'm gonna be riding all them down that highway, baby. I passed through on my way to Texas. You understand what I'm saying? And
right to the hills in Mississippi.
Let me be clear. Age do matter. Once you get to a certain age, he 33, I'm 50. What's gonna happen when I get there and I'm trying to call your mama Miss Shirley? She saying, bitch, you older than me. This ain't gonna.
It's love though. Y'all gotta fall in love first.
No, because you can't fall in love, you don't have no conversation, can you?
You
can't fall in love, you don't have no conversation. I ain't got nothing, baby. I ain't got nothing.
So you be answering your DM then,
No, but you know, it's Facebook Messenger. It's Facebook Messenger. So you know, hell, it be a whole lot of shit. Let me see what's going on over here. Oh no.
You had to see what was going on.
Nah, baby. He said, why you action, not acting? Why you action funny, baby? I ain't got nothing for you. No response is a response. You know that, right? If I don't respond, that's your answer.
Right.
Back to August Alsina, this girl done took this baby and turned him out. Now, I guess he do need R. Kelly to write him a hit called Entangled. You right.
Yeah, he definitely needed. So R. Kelly, you know, keep your head up. That's all I can say.
For the next 30 years.
Keep writing, write out your life.
Y'all don't want to talk about, you ain't going to talk about the other topic? We ain't going to talk about these 20-something people that got locked up in Atlanta? We can't talk about that?
No, we going to wait for the next live.
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm losing juice on my...
Yeah.
We got 20 more minutes to go.
I don't think I'm going to be able to make that.
So hang up. We'll keep it on going without you.
I'm on 20%. So
how it ain't gonna be straightforward with Ms.B anymore then.
Shit, you better plug up on up or something.
Charges and all that and had but listen.
Yeah, I need to get a little, you know, one of those little, what do they call it? Wireless chargers. Wireless charger.
So you can sit your phone on.
So you on your phone?
No, I'm on my iPad.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm on my.
It was so much fun.
This was. Thank you.
Next time I'll be stationary with makeup.
I'm not gonna promise
makeup is not mandatory.
Because listen, Sunday, Sunday I had some shit going on. Like, oh, I'm gonna be I might catch me a husband. This can triple as a couple of things. I can go viral, meet my man, all kind of shit. But it's Thursday now, y'all. It's Thursday. That was Sunday, so yeah, I ain't gonna promise.
Right.
Makeup, but I will. I do promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but it, whenever it is.
So I want to try to do it weekly for now, but like I said, if I just had an urge to get on live. If y'all want to join me, y'all can.
I'll take it out. We'll watch the next one too. I don't know what your co-host, what your potential co-host.
I'm here.
He better step it up.
How he gonna throw the salt in the game.
Yeah,
I'm so glad you sound better on the podcast, Mr. AG.
Oh, I got a new phone.
Oh wow! Oh wow!
Yeah.
I'm sorry about
like
that.
you was in a tunnel.
Well, like I said, we don't look behind us no more. We going forward.
Period.
Going forth. Thank you, Lord.
I'm out the tunnel.
Okay.
I done made it to dry land.
Done made the dry land.
It was nice to meet all of you.
It was nice meeting you too, y'all.
You too.
The next time.
Guess I had me some makeup on too.
Okay. Get you some powder.
Part of the LBTG.
Wait a minute. Next time, have your shirt on with a rainbow on it. You know what you mean.
It won't be no. Hey, if that's the case, it won't be no next time.
Let go. Let go. We're not finna start a whole nother discussion. Right. Look at the host checking her head like.
Anyway, bye y'all.
Bye y'all.
Bye.
All right.
Bye.
Okay.